Hello everyone, I am Priyaranjan Kumar and I am delighted to welcome you all to today's session. We are gathered here to learn and strengthen our understanding of word mass, a fundamental concept that help us solve mathematical expression correctly and confidently. Today's, Today we have resource person Yasi Dodwani ma'am. Ma'am, over to you. Thank you.
Okay, so hello everyone once again. In the previous class, we have already learned about BODMAS. Today, we would be learning about fractions. Okay, so today we would be learning about fractions. What are fractions and everything? Okay, so mm, yeah, what is fraction actually? A fraction has two parts that are one is the numerator and one is the denominator. Now, let me first tell you what is a numerator. The things which we write above, like 3, this is your numerator. The things which we write in the bottom, the number which is written below, that is your denominator. It has two parts, and this is the denominator is the sum total of the whole fraction. Suppose there is let's say a circle, and circle is divided into two equal halves. So in the denominator, we would be writing it as 2. And out of 2, one part is shaded of that whole circle. So we would be writing up as 1. So the denominator, the number which we write in the bottom number which we write, is the sum total of the whole fraction we take. Visualizing fractions. Let us see fractions with shapes. Fractions can be shown by shading parts of a shape. For example, if we shade 1 out of 4 equal parts, let's take this example and suppose we just shade only one part. Any one we can shade. So suppose I'm shading the first part itself. Okay. So the shaded part is your fraction. Like we have shaded one part out of the four ones. So the shaded part would be your numerator, and the total number of parts would be your denominator. In this picture, there is a fraction says 2 by 3. We would just shade 2, like this part and this part of a circle. So these two parts are your numerator, and the total there, how many parts are there in total? There are three parts. So these three parts would be termed as the denominator, and the shaded part would be termed as your numerator. Let's come to this example as well. This is also circle which has 9 equal parts. So if we shade 1, 2, 3, and let's say 4. So these four parts are shaded and rest are not. So the shaded part would be your numerator again, and the whole number of parts of a whole circle would be your denominator. Moving on, equivalent fractions. Some fractions look different but are equal. Let's see. Let's say this circle. Anyone can tell me the numerator and the denominator of this circle? Anyone in the chat, please? Well, no problem. It's 3 by 4. Because a circle is divided into four equal halves, as we can see the division, right? And and only three parts are shaded. One part is left, so the fraction of this circle would be termed as 3 by 4. For this pentagon, the fraction would be 3 by 5. Say over here it's exactly half, like half of rectangle is shaded and half is not, so it would be termed as 1 by 2. Okay. Now we'll know how can we compare the fractions. Which one is greater or which one is smaller? So we know that for comparing we use three shapes, like three things we use. That is sign of three signs actually. Sign of a greater one, is sign of greater one, sign of smaller one, and equal one. To compare fraction, we look at their numerators and denominators. Till now, I hope everyone is clear with what is numerator and what is denominator. If the if the denominators are the same, then the fraction with larger numerator is greater. What this line says is that in this example, the denominator are same. That is 9 over here as well and 9 over here as well. What's the difference is just their numerators. And when we need to compare, we'll see they're both numerators and denominators, and once the denominators are same, we'll look up on the numerators. Now when we see the numerators, one is 2 and one is 4. Of course 4 is bigger than 2, so the sign would be, so 4 by 9 would be greater than 2 by 9. Okay. Now when the fraction of different denominators, we need to compare the size of part. Now, how can we compare it? Just imagine there is a circle. Let's say there is a circle, okay? And it is divided into two equal halves. This is 2, 1 by 2 over here. And there is also another circle. I'm sorry. Let me go here. It's divided into three parts. So, which one do you think would be more like greater? Of course, it would be 1 by 2. Because let's take another example. Suppose there is a pizza and we're dividing it into four equal halves so that we can share among four people. But when we divide that pizza slices into six, of course, you'll get a smaller piece. So the less number is the greater number. What I mean to say is that if we cut this pizza slices into four, the size of the slice would be bigger. But when it comes to six, when we cut the pizza into six parts, the size will go less. So greater number, the smaller number will be the greater part. Okay. Now we'll be learning about adding fractions with like denominators. What is like denominator? With this means same denominators. I'm just writing up over here. Like means same. It's just a second. It means same. Like denominators means same denominators. Now adding fraction with like denominators. Just imagine that there is a fraction. Let's say this example only, which is 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4. We can see that denominators are same. So why would be taking and hecting anything? It's just that If the denominators are same, we'll simply add the numerators and we'll get the answer. That is 3 by 4. Anyone do this question and just tell me the answer in the chat. 5 by 8. Yeah, it's just it's simple, I guess. Because we can see the denominators are same. So we'll just add the numerators, that is 3 plus 2 will get 5 by 8. Now subtracting fractions with like denominators. Like denominators means same denominators. When the denominators are the same, you simply subtract the numerators as we did in adding. Like if the denominators are same, we just used to simply add them, right? So over here also we'll simply subtract the numerators. So this example, which is 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 will give you 1 by 3. Now now solve this and tell me the answer. 2 by 5, okay. Yes, it would be 2 by 5 because this is the fraction, this is 3 by 5. This is 3 by 5 and this is 1 by 5. So the answer is 2 by 5. All right. Now let's take real life fractions. Where do you see fractions in real life? Anyone can tell. One example is there on the screen, that is the example of pizza. But any other example where you see fractions? Okay, well, no problem. We see fractions in cakes, like when the cake is cutted. The cake is always cutted. Suppose you went to a birthday party, so the cake is equally divided amongst all the students, all the childrens actually. So the cake which is divided equally, that is nothing else than a fraction. There is a whole cake and there are eight childrens. So the cake would be cutted into eight parts. So it would be one person will get one slice. So that is 1 by 8. We use fraction to describe parts of a whole, share things equally, and measure accurately. Now, why do we do fractions? Why do we use fractions? We use fractions so that we don't do any biasness. There is no difference between any of us. Everyone should get equal chances, should get equal things than everyone else. Okay, now let's see what it's saying. Use the draw tool to answer to the problem. Lily ordered a pizza that was cut into 7 equal slices. She ate 3 slices and her brother ate 2 slices. What the fraction of pizza is left? Please answer in the chat. Okay, no problem. How many slices Lily ate? She ate 3 slices, okay, and her brother ate 2 slices. So total slice eaten are 5 out of 7, right? Now 5 out of 7. Suppose this slice, this slice, these slices are eaten by both brother and sister. How many slices are left? That those are just two. These two. So the fraction would be 2 by 7. I hope it's clear that how 2 by 7 came. I'm repeating myself. L- Lily ate three slices and a brother ate two slices. Together, both of them ate five slices. Now, how five slices came? By adding three and two, we get five, right? So, five slices. And in total, how many slices are there? There are seven slices. So, if we remove five from seven, we would get two. So, the answer is 2 by 7. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let's have some fraction quiz. What is the pizza cut up into? Like how many slices? Eight. All right. What is the pie cut up into? It's four. We can see four. Okay. So this is the four. Just a second. These are four slices. One, two, three, four. And suppose I say that I ate one slice of this pie. So how many would be left? Anyone? What the fraction of the pie would be left? Okay, so let me explain. If I ate one slice out of four, so the fraction would be 1 by 4, right? And how many total are there? There are four slices. So 4 by 4. When we will subtract all four, when we subtract four, like one slice from all the four, we would get 3 by 4. So the fraction would the fraction that is left would be 3 by 4. Next question. Also, the four parts are also known as quarters. What is the pie cut up into? 6. Yes. And if I say that two slices are eaten by my friends, so what the fraction would be remaining? 2 by 3. How come 2 by 3 if the whole fraction is has like this pie has 6 parts? So how come 2 by 3? Okay, no problem. I'll explain. See, this pie has 6 parts and 2 parts have been eaten. So 2 out of 6 have been eaten, right? And whole is your 6, right? So 6 by 6. When we subtract 6 from 2, sorry, 2 from 6, we would get 4. So the answer is 4 by 6. Yes, if you like simplify, you'll get 2 by 3, but you don't have to simplify it right now. All right? Okay. What is a chocolate bar cut up into? 8. Yes. Next, what is the sushi cut up into? 4. All right. What is the burger cut up into? 2. Exactly. What is the lime cut up into? 4. What is the orange cut up into? 8. The donut. Another name for 4, like 4 parts. Another name for 4 parts. Anyone? It is quarters. We say when we cut something in 4 parts, 4 equal parts, we say we have cut it into quarters. This is simple. How many parts? 2. Yes. Now waffle. May I also know the fraction? Like if the like 3 parts are eaten of this waffle. So what would be the fraction? The remaining fraction. Anyone? The remaining fraction? 3 by 8 are eaten. So the remaining fraction would be 5. Okay, I'll explain how. This whole waffle, out of which 3 have been eaten. Okay, 3 have been eaten. So when we subtract 8 from 3, we'll get 5. So the remaining fraction is 5 by 8. What is the sandwich cut up into? 4. And another name for 4, like 4 parts, it's quarters. Okay. What is this cookie cut up into? 3. All right. So this was all for today. If any doubts to anyone, you may ask me. I'll clear your doubts. Anyone? So I hope now topic is clear to you all. There would be no doubts as such, and if it is, you may ask me. No problem. I feel everyone is clear. So this was all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for this interaction. Uh, Thank you all.